Ho ho ho, brick builders. Today we have got the house from the Christmas movie classic, It's a Wonderful Life. This is made by OurCrea. OurCrea. This is the second or third OurCrea set that we have done, and we have been very, very impressed. This has got to be a new player because other than the past couple months, I really haven't seen this brand around. What they kind of specialize in are houses from movies. We definitely have the American Horror Story house. They also did the Scream house. They also made the Modern Family house that we talked about a while back. So that's kind of what they specialize in. And when I first saw this, and I mentioned it as one of the great Amazon deals, it was going for about $85 at the time, and I think that's what we paid. Looking at the back of it, what they tend to do with all these, they have an open back, not a full 360 build, but really, what's important is the part that you see and that you display. So we're going to build up this. How many pieces we got? 1,549 pieces, not small. It does have lighting, so we'll see how that goes. If history repeats itself, the lighting should be pretty easy on this because on the American Horror Story house it was. So let's see what this thing looks like. I can hardly wait. Let's go. All right, I just finished up the OurCrea Wonderful Life house. And I have to say, this was a very technical build. Out of the OurCrea builds that we have done, this was easily the most difficult. This is the most technical roof I have ever built. When you put all these pieces together, it was bizarre. The engineering of it is actually really quite impressive. I'd put this at 16 and up to actually get this done. It looks fantastic. I really do. I didn't notice till I was done with it because I was so into doing the roof and putting it all together, just like how good it looks by the time I was all done with it. So it is absolutely fantastic. One kind of weird thing is they give you a good quarter of a mile of wire to plug in your USB for the lights. It's a really simple string light set. I think there's only about 4 lights in here, and they're just little studs that stick to the bottom. Brick quality is decent. Definitely not Go Bricks. Who knows what they use for the price point? It's definitely one of the other cheaper Chinese brands like Xingbao or J-Star or something like that. You really only start to notice, this dawned on me when I was doing this, you only really start to notice brick quality when you get to the smaller bricks. When you're putting a 1x1 on top of another 1x1, because my fingers are killing me right now, because the clutch on these is definitely tighter than a Lego or a Go Brick, and that's when you really start to notice. And when you got to get out your enforcer to make sure everything is together and actually get it together. So, but other than that, it was a really fun build. So let's go in and let's check out some of the details on this. So I've got Minnie Curtis and Minnie Kim visiting the Wonderful Life house here, which, by the way, is not a real house. This was just a set that they built when they made the movie, and sadly, I believe they tore it all down, but these things happen. So, it is very accurate. It says you are now in Bedford Falls. Architecturally, I think it just looks absolutely fantastic, and then they give you so many fun little Christmassy details. So let's go in. First of all, you have this great little tree out in front that is decorated, and you've got some presents back there. You've got a snowman hiding back there behind Minnie Curtis, which is really cool. Got a big old snowflake there. That's kind of fun as well. Street light or lamp post. Looks really, really great. And again, some of the details on the roof are just fantastic. The windows are trimmed out with cool Christmas cheer. You got a cool little balcony there with snow on it. Let's go ahead and spin it around. Not a full 360 build for sure. But on the side we have some more Christmassy kind of a foliage thing going on. And then here is the back side, and look at that mess of wire. Why they made it so long, I have no idea. It's too much. All right, the interior is really cute. There's no kitchen or anything, but that's okay. Going in right here, we have a nice little bedroom. There's a chair. What should be like a little dressing table. It is very tight in here, not modular. You can't take the pieces off at all. Up in the attic, we have a cute little bin that's holding ornaments and a tree. Some other just kind of random things up there. Then we have what appears to be something of a living room that's got some records and a record player way back in there. You also see some kind of like a little statue that's got like crystals on it or something, which is kind of cool. There's also a desk with a light, a random table with like some tchotchkes on the back there. We have a clock. We have a weird gold thing, and I'm not sure what that is supposed to be. I was trying to figure that out earlier, and I don't recognize it as anything. We have a nice chair back there. And then on the very bottom, we have our nice little Christmas tree and a fireplace, which has some little flame elements in it. And like something like an artist table. There's a desk in front of it, a piano, just kind of some randomy stuff. And is it related to the movie or not? I have no idea. But it's a nice little interior for the money. It's actually kind of cool. So let's spin this around again. The colors are great. I love the combination of masonry bricks of two different colors and then the smooth bricks. It just looks very authentic, very natural. It's on a nice plate. It's not a Mills plate, but they give you two layers of plates, and so it's a very sturdy build. The window elements, putting this section together, this turret, was also quite difficult. Again, build techniques that I had not seen before, but were really impressive. A lot of engineering, a lot of thought went into this. Like I said, putting the roof together, when you're going along with the instructions, you're like, how is this gonna come together? But it does really well. So overall, it looks fantastic. So let's light this sucker up and see what she looks like. So here is what it looks like lit up. And you can tell, I've got a lot of lights off, but the lights are fairly bright. Because the back is open, you can see how much light is being thrown behind it there on my wall. Let's turn it around. Again, the wires are such a mess. I'm going to have to do something with those. But just very simple lighting. But it does light it up. It looks really good. It looks nice. And again, nice little touch and not overly complicated. That's what I really like, frankly, about some of these cheaper sets, is that they're not overly complicated when it comes to the light. If they have lights, I think they're great. So that looks fantastic. Now, let's put it on my bookshelf next to my other OurCrea set, and we'll see what she looks like. So if you want kind of a crazy mashup, you can put your Wonderful Life Christmas house next to your American Horror Story horror house. It makes for a nice combination. So there's the two of them on our bookshelf where they're going to live, because I have a USB hub back there that I can plug in, and make for a nice little fun nightlight and creepy nightlight. So thank you for joining us today. What do you think? Leave a comment. Do you like this set? I really think it really does look fantastic and is a good addition to any kind of a Christmas theme you got going on. So hey, if you're not already subscribed, do us a favor and hit that button. Don't cost nothing. Hit a like, hit a comment, make a comment, hit a comment, make a comment. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.